Thursday. It's 9 a.m. It's time for Quiz of the Week with your host, Mr. Jackson-Mayo. Thank you, good morning, and welcome to the weekly quiz with me, Mr. Jackson-Mayo. I hope you're all keeping safe. I hope you're all doing well, and more importantly, I hope you're all up, showered and ready to quiz and not just sitting around in your PJs. Okay, let's get on with the quiz. Round one is all about in the news. Okay, question one. Which family favourite TV show had no live audience for the first time ever at the weekend? Was it A, The Voice? Was it B, Saturday Night Takeaway? Or was it C, Strictly Come Dancing? Question two. Which member of the royal family has recently tested positive for coronavirus? Is it A, Prince Edward? Is it B, Prince William? Or is it C, Prince Charles? And question three. We can't avoid it in the news at the moment. And in fact, this guy is saying so much, it's hard to catch him off the telly. But who is our health secretary? Is it A, Boris Johnson? Is it B, Matt Hancock? Or is it C, Jeremy Corbyn? Okay, so how did you do at the end of that round? Question one was all about the family favourite TV show with no live audience, and the answer to that was B, Saturday Night Takeaway. Well done if you got that right. Question two, we asked which member of the royal family has recently tested positive for coronavirus, and the answer was C, Prince Charles. And in question three, it was all about our health secretary, who is of course B, Matt Hancock. Well done if you got those right. Okay, on to round two, and we are looking at music and in the charts. Question one. Who sings the song Before You Go? Is it A, Lewis Capaldi? Is it B, Harry Styles? Or is it C, The Weeknd? Question two, Billie Eilish's real name is Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. Is that true or is that false? Global smash hit boy band BTS are from which country? Is it A, South Korea? Is it B, Japan? Or is it C, China? Okay, let's get some answers for round two, the music round. In question one, we asked you, who sings the song Before You Go? And the answer was, of course, A, Lewis Capaldi. Well done if you got that right. In question two, we gave you the option of true or false as to whether Billie Eilish's real full name was Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. Well, the answer is true. That is her real full name. I mean, imagine saying that in assembly. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. Good morning, everybody. That would pretty much be assembly over. And in question 3, we asked you which country were the smash hit boy band BTS from? And the answer to that was A, South Korea. Well done if you got those right. Okay, in round 3, we are going to test your knowledge of the past in a history round. Question 1. Last year, 2019, saw the 75th anniversary of which World War II event? Was it A, D-Day? Was it B, VE Day? Or was it C, VJ Day? Staying with the theme of World War II, who was the Prime Minister of Great Britain for most of the Second World War? Was it A, Harold Macmillan? Was it B, John Major? Or was it C, Winston Churchill? And for question 3, we're going much further back in time now and asking you, how many wives did Henry VIII have? Was it A, 4? Was it B, 6? Or was it C, 8? Okay, let's give you some answers then for round 3. In question 1, we asked you, what World War II event did we celebrate the 75th anniversary of in 2019? And the answer was A, D-Day. In question 2, we asked you, who was the Prime Minister for most of the Second World War? And the answer to that was B, Winston Churchill. And finally, in question 3, we asked you, how many wives did Henry VIII have? Was it A, 4, B, 6, or C, 8? Well, the answer was B, 6. He's a braver man than me. Okay, so we're halfway through the quiz. Well done if you've got 9 out of 9 so far. You're a super quizzer. If you're lagging behind, then don't worry, there's still plenty of questions to make up the scores. Let's look at round 4, which is all about modern culture. Okay, question 1 is all about TikTok, which I think a few of you may have heard of. Okay, the question is, how many subscribers worldwide does TikTok have? Is it A, 5 million? Is it B, 50 million? Or is it C, 500 million? Okay, question 2 is about Ant-Man. But what is his real name? Is it A, Scott Lang? Is it B, Peter Parker? Or is it C, Hank Pym? And question 3 for the modern culture round. In which series of books would you find Godric's Hollow? Is it A, The Chronicles of Narnia? Is it B, The Maze Runner? Or is it C, Harry Potter? Okay, let's give you some answers then for round 4. Question 1 was all about TikTok, and the answer was an unbelievable 500 million subscribers worldwide. So the answer was C, 500 million. In question 2, I wanted to know the real name of Ant-Man, and the answer was A, Scott Lang. Well done if you got that right. And in question 3, I wanted to know where you would find Godric's Hollow, in which series of books. Was it The Chronicles of Narnia? Was it The Maze Runner? Or was it Harry Potter? It was, of course, C, Harry Potter. Well done if you got that right. Okay, round 5 is for all you sport fans out there. So here comes 3 questions all about sport. Okay, and question 1. Sadly, the Olympics this year have been postponed. But where are they going to be held? Were they going to be held in A, Tokyo, B, Seoul, or C, Beijing? And on to question 2. Hopefully in 6 months' time, the Ryder Cup will be upon us. But the Ryder Cup is a tournament in which sport? Is it A, tennis? Is it B, golf? Or is it C, cricket? And for the last question in our sports round, a little bit closer to home, a question about Southend United. And I want to know, how many games have they won in the league this season? Is it A, just 4 games? Is it B, just 6 games? Or is it C, just 8 games? Okay, let's see how you did in that round. Okay, so for question 1, I wanted to know where the Olympics, which is now going to be held next year, is going to take place. And the answer to that was A, Tokyo. Well done if you got that correct. In question 2, it was about the Ryder Cup, but I wanted to know what sport was involved with the Ryder Cup. Was it A, tennis, B, golf, or C, cricket? Well, the answer was B, golf. And I'll be sure to tune in if it is on. And in question 3, I asked you, how many league games have Southend United won all season? And the answer, very sadly, was A. They've only won 4 games all season in the league. Dear, oh dear. Okay, and for a bit of fun, our last round, round 6, is all about our school. So, question 1. To the nearest 100, how many children are enrolled at Thorpedene Primary School? Is it A, 500 children? Is it B, 600 children? Or is it C, 700 children? Okay, question 2. This year, Thorpedene are celebrating a landmark birthday. But is it A, 50 years? Is it B, 60 years? Or is it C, 75 years? And for the very last question of the quiz, and question 3 of this round 6, it's about me. Who have I known the longest out of all the staff at Thorpedene Primary School? Is it A, Mr. Winch? Is it B, Miss Stokes? Or is it C, Mrs. Cade? Okay, let's give you the answers to the final round of this weekly quiz. In question 1, I asked you, to the nearest 100, how many children attend Thorpedene Primary School? And the answer, although it might not seem like it at the moment, is A, 500 children. In question 2, I asked you, which landmark birthday were the school celebrating this year? And the answer was B, 60 years. Thorpedene Primary School opened in 1960. Happy birthday to you. And in number 3, I asked you a question all about me. And I asked you, which member of staff have I known the longest at Thorpedene? Your options were A, Mr. Winch, B, Miss Stokes, or C, Mrs. Cade. And the answer is C, Mrs. Cade. I've known her for a very long time, and we've worked together for a long time. So thanks for putting up with me, Mrs. Cade. Okay, so that's it, the end of our very first weekly quiz. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have, and I'll be back next week to give you some more questions on some different subjects to keep those brains of yours ticking over until we're safely back at school. Until I see you then, take care, look after yourselves. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.